Yo, what is up, guys? My name is IronBoffin, coach of your Rochester Rhydons. Now, here we are, week 2 of the NPA, coming off a big win last week versus King Bub, and now we're playing my good friend Kelly, coach of the Maryland Torterrapins. His YouTube's name is Under the Radar. Anyway, guys, I'm super excited to play him, but his team is terrifying. Oh my lord! You can see the predicted 6 that I'm expecting him to bring. Now, his team is like insane. He could bring a number of different things. Now, running through his team real quick, he's got the Landorus T, Celebi, Rabombi, Alolan Persian, Golbat, Turtonator, Mega Heracross, Thundurus T, Vaporeon, Doublade, Omastar. Absolutely terrifying team. So that's absolutely gonna. Last week we played. You saw we played a little slower match. You know, it was kind of like bring in your walls when you could, blah blah blah, kind of pivoting. This week is all hyper offense, guys. I don't really have switch-ins to his team. As you can see, like, I have no switch-ins to Lando. I have no switch-ins to Thundurus T. I have no switch-ins to Heracross. So you're going to see me have to play around that. So, anyway, guys, this week we're going to bring a very offensive team. I'm super excited. Kelly is an extremely good battler. We beat him once in the XBL in Papa C's League. We beat him once. So that was cool. So we have that going for us at least. But we have very different teams this week. And he does have the matchup in his favor. But you never know. Pokemon's an interesting game. Anyway, guys, but you also notice he doesn't really have the best switch-ins to the team I'm going to bring either. So it's going to be a very, very offensive game. I expect this game to be pretty quick. So let's go ahead and dive right into what I'm bringing. First mon on the team, we got my boy Icarus. We got Icarus, the Tornadus. Now, he's bringing a pretty interesting set. We got Prankster, Defog, just in case he gets up the webs. The only reason I'm expecting him to bring Rabombi is because he has webs. He might very well go against it, but Terrakion outspeeds a lot of his strong Pokemon, so I could expect him to want to bring webs to slow down Terrakion, is what I'm thinking there. So I have Prankster, Defog in case that goes wrong. I have Tailwind support in case I need it for late game, because well, I don't want to spoil it, but you guys can see on the team that I'm bringing Blaziken. Blaziken under Tailwind will be really insane. Unless my team under Tailwind will outspeed pretty much every one of his Pokemon, so Tailwind support could be good there. Hurricane hits everything on his team. He has nothing to switch into Hurricane except for Doublade, but I have enough to deal with Doublade. The Foy, I don't think I need Heat Wave. And we also have U-Turn, so I can go like Tailwind U-Turn into one of my harder hitting Mons. And then we also have the Charty Berry for his Lando, in case Lando thinks he can come in and hit me with a Stone Edge or something. I have the Charty Berry. If it's the Rocky MZ, I could still potentially die, but you can't predict Z moves in this league. It's impossible. So we have the Charty Berry just in case he goes for like a Rock Slide or something. So that should be good. Anyway, next mon, we're bringing back Seath the Mega Latios. He didn't do too much last week. Unfortunately, he died to a crit Night Slash, but he ended up winning because he lived that hit, forced the extra Life Orb recoil, so that was cool. So we ended up stealing the win because of that. But this week, he has no funny setup, no nothing. We are just hitting hard. He has 0 switch-ins on his team into a Draco Meteor, barring the Rabombi because it's immune. But then we can hit it with a Psychic, and that's going to hurt it really bad. So we have Draco, Dragon Pulse, Shadow Ball, and Psychic. Shadow Ball does a ton to Doublade. Draco Meteor does pretty much OHKOs everything on his team, barring the, I think, what's his face? Vaporeon can live it. But I have to be very careful with Draco because he has a very setup-heavy team. So if I go for the Draco, become -2, that could potentially let him come in and set up. So I have to be very careful with how I play Draco Meteors because that could put me in a bad spot. So anyway, you'll see me kind of toss off a lot of Dragon Pulses because that'll pick up a lot of 2 hits that I need. But this thing is just supposed to hit like a truck. I'm super excited for Mega Latios. Going to be a good set this week. And then we got our next mon. I think Blaziken, well, spoilers. Blaziken is going to be our 3rd mon here. And I think he's going to put in the finest to work. We're bringing a special set in case he thinks Lando can be a switch-in. We have the Fire Blast, Hidden Power Ice, Focus Blast, and Vacuum Wave. Vacuum Wave just for a little bit of priority, just in case we need it. We have Fire Blast to absolutely nuke everything on his team. We have the Hidden Power Ice for the Lando and the Thundurus. I think Fire Blast is probably our better bet, but if we can kill with Hidden Power Ice, then I'll go for that, so I don't have to worry about missing. And like I said, we got the Vacuum Wave for priority. Focus Blast does 2 hit the Vaporeon, so that'll be important to note, because I think that's the only reason I'm bringing Focus Blast is for the Vaporeon. So yeah, Blaziken, I think, can put in a lot of work. If we get the Tailwind up and we get into Blaziken, I think Blaziken's going to put in a lot of work. So I'm very excited for Blaziken. I think he's going to do a lot of work this week. Anyway, Pokemon number 4, we're bringing Terry the Terrakion, boys. It's time for Terry to make his debut. He didn't come last week, but he's coming this week. We got Stone Edge, Close Combat, X-Scissor, and Stealth Rock. He's my only Stealth Rocker. If I can get Stealth Rocks up, good. If I can't, whatever. I really want to get them up because his team is pretty weak to them. His only hazard removal, I think, is like Oh, no, because Lando gets defogged now. So Lando is his defogger. So I don't think he has a rapid spinner, though. Looking at his team, I don't see a rapid spinner unless Turtonator gets it. I don't really know Turtonator too well. But anyway, we got Terrakion. Stone Edge does a lot to his entire team. The only thing I can really switch into a Stone Edge is like Celebi. But I have the X-Scissor for Celebi in case he brings that. We have the Close Combat to spam. Because Close Combat's going to do a lot. We have the X-Scissor. The only thing that walls this thing is his Doublade. And I'll have to keep an eye on that. Because I'm not packing the Earthquake. I'm just going to bring Stone Edge, Close Combat, X-Scissor. If Doublade comes in, then I switch out. This is pretty much how that goes. Anyway, and we have the Rocky MZ. Because if I go for a Stone Edge and he switches on the Lando, my Rocky MZ will kill Lando the next turn. Assuming he took the Stone Edge and then has to take the Rocky MZ. Unless he's defensive. If he's defensive, I think he lives it. But then that just lets, anyway. So Terrakion is just here to hit stuff as hard as possible. He's super fast, outspeeds most of his team, barring if I'm Sticky Webs or his Scarfers. But I do outspeed most of his team, so that's exciting. And let's go to our 5th Mon. This week, we are bringing the Magnezone back. The boy Magnezone. We're bringing the Magnet Pull. We're going to try to trap in that Doublade. Thunderbolt does an insane amount of damage to Doublade, so that's not... If I trap it in, so it either forces him to run Shed Shell, if he wants, or I could actually just kill it outright. So that's cool. We got the Magnet Pull, like I said. We have the Chopple Berry in case he wants to go for a fighting move. So basically, this is like one of my answers to Thundurus Therian. Thundurus Therian is insane. He's going to do a lot of work against me. There's nothing really I can do about it. Like I said, this is a very offensive game. I have to be very careful about my Thunderbolts, though, because if he does go into Thundurus Therian, I don't want to give that thing any health back because I need to chip that thing down as quick as possible. So... And then we also, you see the hidden tech of Magnet Rise there. Magnet Rise is in case so basically what I'm predicting to happen is if I go into Magnezone, I feel like he's going to go into his Lando. And if I get a Magnet Rise off, Lando can't touch me. Like, he can't do anything. And then I have the Hidden Power Ice to hit it back. And then we also see we're packing the Signal Beam again for the Celebi just in case it brings it. I know Celebi isn't in my predicted 6, but it kind of depends if he wants to go for webs or not. If he doesn't go for the webs, I expect Celebi to come instead of the Rabombi. But I think webs is really good for him. His team's insane. He can bring a lot of different mons. So, kind of hard to predict. But I still wanted to bring coverage for Celebi because if I let that thing set up or whatever, if I don't bring the coverage for it, it can do a lot of work against me. So I just want to make sure I'm prepared for it. And then our last mon this week, we're bringing my girl, Bellatrix the Sylveon. We're bringing a bulky Wish Pass set. It's my most tanky special defense mon I have. It can tank some hits from the Thundurus Therian, which is cool. I have Wish Baton Pass sub. You can pass wishes, and you can pass substitutes with Baton Pass. You just can't pass stats in this league. And we also have the Hyper Voice just to hit whatever wants to come in. I was thinking about bringing like a sub, Calm Mind, Shadow Ball, Hyper Voice set, but I really needed something just to tank some hits. It's my only pivot mon. And then we got the Wish Baton Pass sub. If I can pass a sub into anything on my team, that'd be insane. That would be insane. But anyway, guys, this is the team I'm bringing. I expect this to be a very quick game. It's going to be very hyper offensive because looking at his team versus looking at mine, I don't have switch-ins. He doesn't have switch-ins. So it's going to kind of be who manages their sacks off better. I'm very excited for this game. We're already 1-0, so I'm super excited. But remember, guys, I want to stress this, as always, we're here to have fun, but we're also here to win, but we're here to have fun more importantly. That's what's important, guys. Anyway, guys, I'm going to catch you guys later for the battle, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.